This is Mets Daily, and I'm Jake Brown. We're live at Citi Field after the Mets win the home opener 5-0, an absolute dominant performance from the Mets at Jake Brown Radio. Smash that thumbs up right now in the video below. Subscribe to the channel, Mets Daily. We drop shows every day on YouTube. Subscribe, share, comment. What'd you think of the Mets win? I mean, what else can you say? Pitching continues to be dominant. Tyler McGill once again shuts the Blue Jays out. The bullpen shuts the door. Max Kranick has been unhittable. This is a guy that grew up a Mets fan, hasn't pitched in the big league since 2022, and he shoved today, dominated the Blue Jays. And just short of 44,000 Met fans. They're hyped up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. 43,900 plus at Citi Field, and that place was rocking. And Juan Soto's first hit as a Met at Citi Field is an RBI double. And
Absolutely correct. Absolutely.
The aura is real. The aura in this ballpark is real.
The aura is real. Let's go, Mets.
The aura is real here on Mets Daily and at Citi Field, and the fans are very excited, and why not? This feels like a team that could win it all, and obviously it's very early. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this team plays great defense. This team pitches well. This team hits, and when everyone's together, like we talk about Mark Vientos struggling, and we talk about this guy struggling, they're 4-3. Their pitching has been dazzling. Yes, they've lost a couple games, but they lost a series to the Astros. They won a series against the Marlins. This team looks good. This team looks really good right now, and you should be fired up. And you hear the fans in the parking lot leaving, playing Narco. Like, there's a certain feeling about this team that, man, if they don't make the playoffs, it's a disgrace. But watch out to the LA Dodgers. And so good to be back in the ballpark and see everyone today and try out some of the new food options and the cinnamon bun egg roll, and tried the new burger, the Adam Richman pub burger. We tried that out. Food review coming. But this is going to be a season that, they sold out of season tickets. There's obviously hype. They don't need to call people begging them to buy tickets anymore. They're letting that hotline bling. They're not blinging my hotline. Joe in ticket sales isn't calling me anymore. We're calling Joe. We're calling the Mets. The Mets ain't calling us. We're calling them. So this is going to be a good season. And, I think it was a good sign to come out and win the first home game. The weather, you hear the train in the background, questionable the next 2 days at Citi Field. So it was good they got the home opener in. They got 44,000 people here. Fans were fired up. And it's just, home opener is good. You see everyone. Everyone's at the home opener. If you're not at the home opener, you live here. What are you doing? So you see old friends. You see old suite attendants. You see your old security people, food people. And it was great to be back, and we'll be here all weekend, weather permitting. And, there was a rumor out there by a report about Vladimir Guerrero close to an extension. And Guerrero's, meanwhile, he hits a ball. He's at first base after a base hit. And there's rumors of the potential $500 million extension with the Blue Jays. So we'll wait to hear if that comes to fruition at some point, and maybe the pipe dream of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in a New York Mets uniform next year is out the window. But it makes you think, like, man, could this team add that extra piece? And the talk this week of that extra piece is Sandy Alcantara. Now, how often is it, and bear with me, folks, I'm fighting a sore throat, congestion, cold. I'm powering through here. But how rare is it that multiple Mets players come out and say, hey, we want this guy on our team. We want to trade for Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins. You got to think Steve Cohen and David Stearns are taking notice. They're saying, you know what, you're right. Like, what is it going to take to get this done? Like, the Marlins, I'm sure, will be cool shedding that money. Can we get it done? So when you talk about this team, the aura, what they have and what they could have, it's going to take that one more starting pitcher. Like, they'll be fine for now. The starting pitching has been just remarkable. I mean, their pitching is top 5 ERA in baseball right now. But it might take that one piece. And I think a change of scenery for Alcantara, Sandy, I might be saying his name wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am, but I'll say Sandy. I think a change of scenery coming to a championship caliber team like the Mets could be exactly what he needed. Because he hasn't had that with the Marlins. as you hear Nueva Yo in the background. He hasn't had that. So if he's coming to Queens at a situation where he can maybe win a championship, this is a guy that had 6 complete games in one season. There's not pitchers that get 6 complete games in their career anymore. He had 6 in one season. He had to have Tommy John the year after, but that is a name to keep an eye on before the trade deadline for the Mets to go after. Sandy Alcantara. He could be that last piece to this Mets puzzle when the time comes. Again, far down the road, don't want to get too ahead of myself, but keep his name. Keep Sandy in the back of your mind as a name the Mets could target and go all in on. And it might take trading a Jet Williams. He's the kind of guy you can live with trading those pieces away. One of those guys who might not get traded is Luis Angel Acuna, who, I love. Listen, I know he's not hitting much, but I think he's made more of an impact than Brett Beatty in terms of fielding, base running. I just think he's been better than Beatty so far, and getting another start against a right-hand pitcher today shows you what the Mets feel about Luis Angel Acuna. They like what he brings to the table and his defense, because if Beatty's not hitting, why would he be in the lineup? He's there for his bat. He's not there for his glove. Acuna is the far better defensive player at second base. So it's very interesting to see Luis Angel Acuna continue to get starts against righties, because you thought this would be a real strict platoon. Beatty versus righties, Acuna versus lefties. It's been a lot more Acuna than Beatty so far, so that's something to monitor. McNeil started swinging. Alvarez has started swinging a little bit. Montas has started throwing a little bit. We're getting positive Mets news about guys potentially coming back for a team that's already off to a solid start. And you got to give credit. Luis Torrens has been throwing guys out at an alarmingly good rate. He's been hitting just fine. Luis Torrens is filling the hole nicely. He's been very good. But Alvarez is on his way in a month, couple weeks. Frankie Montas next month should be back. Sean Manaea at some point later next month should be back. Paul Blackburn is a couple weeks away as he started throwing. So reinforcements are coming. The real reinforcement will come in July when they get Sandy, if they do. But great win for the Mets today. And Juan Soto, the ovation he got in his first, introduction, his first at bat. Then he comes up again after the double. Like, fans are showing Juan Soto love. And you even see it. You saw him stole a base. He stole a base. Like, if Juan Soto's stealing bases, whoo, buckle up and enjoy the ride. We got some true natural sound of the 7 train, which, by the way, is running local, I was told. So we got to get the Express 7 train back. Maybe we can make that a Mets Daily. Let us know in the comments, do you want that Express 7 train? But hope to see you this weekend. A great start to the weekend. You got a 6-game homestand. We got a lot of bad weather coming. So it's good to get a win, because we don't know how many games of these 6 my guess is all 6 are not getting played. Now, they're probably going to try to get these versus the Blue Jays so they don't have to come back another day later in the year. So maybe there's a doubleheader tomorrow, or there's a doubleheader Sunday. We'll find out. But 44,000, packed house, plus standing room today. We're cheering on the METS, the Mets, and there's something special. There's a certain aura brewing here in Queens, and it's time to get fired up. You're going to see this place packed more times than not. You might not see a sellout on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday night, but on the weekends, this place is going to be buzzing, and you're going to have to be a part of it. It's going to be a sight to behold right here in Citi Field. And we'll show you this. Across the street, there is 2,500 units of 100% affordable homes for working New Yorkers. The Willets Point Queens affordable housing, it's coming. So we'll show you here. There it is. Right across the street, there is apartments coming. Look at that. They're on the way. So, listen, if they're affordable enough, you might find me, instead of sleeping with Mr. Met and Miss Met in the boiler room, you might see me sleeping across the street in that apartment complex. And you might see me again tomorrow. If not, you'll see me Monday right here on Mets Daily. I'm Jake Brown, at Jake Brown Radio on all social media. This is Mets Daily. Subscribe. Smash that thumbs up, please. Comment below what you think of the Mets home opener win. What do you think of the team so far? What else do you want to see moving forward? Place is rocking today. Let's go Mets. Everyone's hyped up. The fans are ready for a special season ahead, and we'll be here to cover it all year long. Thanks for watching Mets Daily, everyone. We'll see you at Citi Field this weekend. Enjoy the games, and let's go Mets. Thanks for watching.